Welcome. Thank you for attending this demo of custom software and back office applications. My name is Joseph Barnes and I am the founder of Longhorn Software Solutions. Today we are going to take a look at what is considered a back office application. We are also going to explore different possibilities and see a real-world example of an application developed in-house for marketing research. So what are back office applications? Back office applications are small programs designed for a specific purpose to enhance productivity. Back office applications support integrations into other systems such as billing, email, snail mail, social media, DocuSign, and more. Examples include invoicing with integration to a payment processing provider such as Stripe or PayPal, drafting mailouts and sending them to an internet snail mail service such as DocuPost, or a vendor ordering application to send orders through a user-friendly interface tailored for your business. Back office applications handle mundane tasks such as drafting contracts, invoicing, or evaluating public records. You could generate a document template and have the application updated with the customer's information, then send it to an internet snail mail service for delivery to your customer. When built, your application should be packaged with reusability in mind for future applications. At Longhorn, all our applications are built with code reusability in mind. If later you decide you want to build an application that leverages the functionality previously built, it will be available. You will never have to pay us to reinvent the wheel. Let's take a look at a real-world example of a back office application. Today I'm going to demonstrate a small application we built for viewing East Texas Chamber of Commerce data. This application was developed to pull member information and business categories from the respective chamber in real time. Chambers included in this demo are Tyler, Longview, Jacksonville, and Palestine. After reviewing the information, this application dynamically generates letters and mailing labels. So let's take a look at the use case. As a user, I want real-time information about businesses in East Texas Chambers of Commerce to be used in personalized letters promoting my company. The application should do the following. Query the business listings for each chamber and extract the business name, address, and category. It should enable filtering based on the relative Chamber of Commerce assigned category. It should output the data queried and filtered to a CSV file. It should accept any document template written in Microsoft Word and auto-populate the business name and the address. It should create a list of address labels and for the documents created. It should export the address labels and letters assembled in a zip file. So let's take a look at our document template. Here's a copy of the document template we're going to use. Notice these tags here that we applied with the date, name, address, city, state zip. So we were able to use all the functionality of Microsoft Word to generate this template. And with these tags, the application's going to automatically populate the relevant information. So to get an idea of the chambers, Let's go there and take a look. So what we're interested in are these category listings that each chamber has. Like for Tyler, we have accounting and financial services, advertising and media, automotive and marine, and several others. The same is true for Palestine. We have these categories available. In Jacksonville, we have these categories. Now, what we want to get to are the businesses listed in each category. So as you see, advertising and media in Jacksonville has these six businesses, and we're after this name and this address. Let's go back. So we'll just take a look at automotive and marine. And here we got same thing, names and addresses. So Palestine is structured the same. 23 businesses here. And Tyler's the same. So what we need is an application that will come to this landing page or this directory, get each one of these links and open the page associated to the link. Then once it opens the page, it will need to grab all this information displayed. So now we could go to the process design and get a better idea of how we're going to achieve this. So from a process perspective, when the application starts, it's going to cycle through each one of those links that we just looked at, and it's going to extract the information. Once it has the information, it's going to cache the data, and the cached data will be rendered in the user interface. The functionality, let's go back to our use case. We need to be able to enable filtering based off the Chamber of Commerce category. Here we see apply filter. So from the user interface, you'll apply the filter. It'll go back to the cache data and get rid of the unwanted values. Let's go back to our use case. So we need to be able to output the data queried and filtered to a CSV file. So we have the rendered filtered data. We see here we can download a CSV. That's all client-based. And we also are able to generate letters based off the data presented. So let's see how it works. Here is our back office application. It's already loaded, it's cached the data. These are the business categories that you saw for Tyler. So if we come back to Tyler, you're going to have all these categories. So we see under transportation, let's go back, here's transportation. Industrial supplies, we see industrial supplies. Anyway, all these categories are listed. So if I want to filter on a category, say healthcare, I can simply select it, hit submit, and here we're filtered by healthcare. As you see, our custom application is a lot more user-friendly than the Tyler website, as it displays all the data that's there. So we could check out another category, finance and insurance. Now let's go to take a look at the Palestine Chamber. Here we go, same thing, we have industrial, education and schools, septic and plumbing. Here's education and schools. What else were we looking at? Septic and plumbing. Septic and plumbing. And industrial. Industrial. So all these represent all the businesses nested in each one of those categories in the Palestine Chamber of Commerce. So let's just look at industrial. So these businesses are what's listed in the Palestine Chamber of Commerce, and we can verify that by simply coming to industrial, and we see we have 5 businesses here. Aerospace Fasteners, Custom Hose, Mitchell Welding, Aerospace Fasteners, Custom Hose, and Mitchell Welding. There's Union Pacific and Palestine Welding and Industrial Supplies, all right here. So we see we have the names and we have the addresses, and we also pulled the phone numbers. So if I want to download the CSV, that was the other part of the use case. Let's go back and look. So we want to be able to output the data queried and filtered to a CSV file. So let's go back. And here we're going to download the CSV. It's finished. And here we have the data. So this file can be opened in Microsoft Excel, and filters can be applied to this header row, which is really helpful if you want to sort and that sort of thing. So let's go back to public utilities and environment. So this list is a little larger. Test it with our CSV file. And again, we see all these items listed here. Let's test our functionality for creating letters. We'll go back and view the letter template that we're going to use. If you look at the name here, it's All Services Letter Template, and it has these tags. So here I'm going to simply click Create Letters. My file is All Services Letter Template. I simply click Generate Documents. So it takes a moment. It's doing a lot of processes on the back end. It's done. We open it, and we see all these documents created. And this guy here, addresses 13, that's all the addresses for these businesses. 13 is how many addresses it created. So if let's look at Waste Connections, and you see everything's populated as intended. Satellite source, same thing. Looks good. Now our address labels are in an Avery format. So you see they're all here in order, which helps to reduce waste. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually print every single one of these documents, and then after the printing is complete, put my address label paper in the printer and print this guy. So now I got letters and corresponding addresses dynamically populated. Let's look at another example. Go to Jacksonville Chamber. How about Home and Garden? Now, some logic checks that we put into the application. If there is no address, it's going to actually skip creating these letters. You will still be able to see this information in the CSV file. So we see no address, no address. C&B Lawn and Landscape, and AAA Tree Service. There it is. So you don't see AAA Tree Service, and the other is C&B Lawn and Landscape. Again, all the information is populated as it should be. And it generated 15 addresses. pick another category. About restaurants. Ton of restaurants here. So we could download CSV. Some of these don't have the address populated, which our program won't care. It'll just skip those. And this will take a moment to build these files. So this service could easily be modified to send letters over to a mailing service. You could actually have it print out the address labels with a single document to go to the mailing service, and the mailing service would actually in turn mail them all out based off what you provide them. So here's the one we just created. And because the Avery address labels, the max you can have per sheet is 30. So we see 30 populated here, 21 populated here. We can go in and take a look at some of the letters here. We see our Burger King is populated. And they got DBA appended to their name. There's nothing we could really do about that. I mean, we could put a logic check in for these things, but you know the old saying, it's garbage in, garbage out. If they don't have constraints on what the users enter, you never know really what you'll get. So here's another. And not this one. All our labels are populated nicely. And that is it. So we created this application based off these use cases. And as you see, everything works as intended. We see the application's design. It starts, it caches the data, it displays the data, it enables the user to apply a filter as well as download a CSV. And the user can take the filtered data and generate letters. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you share this video. And the whole intent out of Longhorn publishing this video is to spark creativity amongst the business community in considering what can be done to assist them in the processes they deal with on a daily basis. So let your creativity run wild, and when you have an idea, call Longhorn Software Solutions and we will make your idea a reality. Thanks again. Goodbye.